What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. We're going back to their 1990 album Liberty again, and this time we're going to listen to the title track. It is the second tune on the album. I once again wanted to start out by giving a shout out to Philip for allowing me access to not only Duran Duran albums that I haven't yet gotten a physical copy of, though emphasis on yet. I'm definitely going to get them all eventually. And indeed, in some cases I'm going to end up getting second copies. I've already pre-ordered my copy of the Medazzaland 25th anniversary double LP. I know there's a Future Past double LP coming out. I'm going to try to get that. It's going to be hard to order anything for the next couple weeks, but I don't imagine it'll be impossible to get after that. So, bottom line, I'm going to end up doing some reaction videos, say for Medazzaland Future Past, where I'm going to re-listen to maybe one or two tunes, but part of the video will be me kind of showing the release, and my understanding is there's going to be a lot of sort of bonus material, extra sort of inserts and so on with the vinyl. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple of those reactions. But for the time being, once again, shout out to Philip. I can react to some of the albums that I don't yet have copies of, as well as, Izzy and again Eli and Seb and a number of other people who have sent or given me access to tunes. So yeah, we're going to listen to the title track from Liberty. Obviously, liberty is a concept that relates to individual agency and the freedom thereof vis-a-vis, the state or other authorities or political entities. Obviously liberty doesn't necessarily need to be a political science concept. It can relate to individual relations or even one's own personal decision-making and ability to maneuver in a given situation. I guess it doesn't have to be relative to another entity, but typically it relates to your, not your rights. Rights and liberties are actually contrasted in a political science concept, whereas rights are your protections against imposition by government authorities, whereas liberties are your freedoms to act without punishment relative to the authorities. So again, there's sort of the positive and negative sides. Liberty could be more of an emotional concept. You're free to move on once you've put some sort of emotional travail to bed, perhaps. It's another single word title. They tend to be a bit more opaque because, there's not subject, verb, and predicate. It's either just the subject or just the verb or so on. So, it's a bit harder to make speculations about, I do want to mention that I was unsure after I listened to the first track if what I thought I remembered, that it's a more rock oriented album, was true. And a couple people mentioned, someone mentioned it is, if you consider that it came after Big Thing, it's much more rock oriented than Big Thing. And I think someone else was just maybe the first track isn't so much. I think it was Adam. But they were the first track maybe not so much, but much of the album is a more rock-heavy album. So, apparently I didn't remember that entirely and accurately, so I'll be looking forward to it. But let's get to it. This is Duran Duran, Liberty, from their 1990 album of the same name.
If you wanna stay with me, if you wanna be with me.
I like that synth work right before the transition. Oh. I can hear this as sort of, an outgrowth of things I heard on Notorious and Big Thing so far.
You understand the way I feel, just what you mean to me. Thank you for fine times. We nearly made it all the way we know.
Vocal delivery very understated.
You say we feel the same. There ain't no blame to decide, but if a little time could change your mind.
High, sort of rich synth layers.
At your liberty, you can call me.
You can't hold me at your liberty. You gotta hear that again.
Do you remember how lovers wrap on summer's either night would never seem to end as December comes stirring with that finger of desire to feel it once again. You worry about your friends, what if they
I
find
love this section,
what's going on?
both vocally and the musical layers. Up there in falsetto. Hey.
Help me out. I live in doubt.
I live in doubt.
Sort me out.
So it's sort of like echoed, like you're hearing it from the next room over.
Don't look it every night. Don't wanna be
I love those keys.
of your life. So if you are inclined to spend a little time, I'll be here at your liberty.
There's a female supporting vocal.
At your liberty.
I know they layer Simon's vocals, but there's one in there that feels
At your
like it's a female voice.
At your liberty. At your liberty. At your liberty. At your liberty.
Voices up top, there's those little guitar things, there's that bright reflective synth layer. If you want to write to me at your liberty, lyrically there's enough missing pieces still. That, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of everything. Have to get some more listens. But sonically, I really enjoyed that. There's a lot of really cool elements. We had the guitar sort of solo part, which did give it a bit of a rock feel, but there were a lot of like synth or keyboard layers that I thought worked really well. So, again, shout out to Rhodes. And even though he started off with his vocal delivery a little more restrained and subtle, there were those moments, again, I think they were like pre-chorus. They were sort of like the bridge into the chorus, but I really like the music in those sections, and then Simon's delivery would get a little more impassioned, a little more powerful in those sections. So that was really cool. Again, I like a lot of what I hear, or at least my brain focuses on a lot of it tends to focus on what I do like rather than what I don't like. So again, I'm imagining that will be the same as I go through this album, even though I know for a number of you it's not your favorite in their larger catalog. But yeah, so far so good. I've enjoyed both of the first two tunes. So yeah, we'll have to see what a number you say. I know Izzy in particular was saying that he has some comments about the tracks and he'll unpack them as we go along, so I'm looking forward to that. But all the others of you, please do let me know what you think about this tune, even if it is a more critical take. All opinions are always welcome, and again, it's really enjoyable to see all the different opinions from the different Duranis in terms of albums and songs and eras of the group and so on. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. Other than that, I will see you next time.